Okay, a lot was made that Britt moved on, and you slid into that spot. So far, so good, and how's that working out for you?
It's working out very well. I mean, I played defense last year, so it was kind of like I know what to run, and I knew like I was playing Brittany's position last year.
Okay.
So we kind of like interacted, and like she gave me advice on doing like different things. And I think it's really working well. I mean, I'm coming back from a hip injury, so I'm kind of still getting back into the swing of things.
Okay.
But
I noticed some tape there.
Yes.
Everything all right?
Yeah, it's all right. I just got a cortisone shot. So.
All right. Did you miss any games, or are you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, for people who don't know, what does a lib do?
Basically, we run the defense, and we have to basically cover the court. So, I mean, we have obviously 2 other defenders, but libero basically is telling like this, this, and this, and we cover the most court. So it's basically just a defensive position.
Right.
So.
You're digging a lot, bumping a lot, on knees a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of diving involved. Tons of diving, tons of bruises, but it's all worth it.
You're probably the most black and blue person at the end of the night. And like you said, you got a hip already, and you got tape. So I don't know. Do you get a kick out of that? Do you enjoy that? I mean, you're really throwing your body around.
I really do like it. I mean, hitting's fun, but I just love like when you go for a ball that's like 15 feet in front of you, and you have to dive and you get it up. It's just like really exciting. Like
that's where you get your rush.
Yeah.
Out of keeping a ball alive.
Yeah. I mean, the hitters like to get kills, and like when they get a really good point, like for me, it's when I dive and get like a really good ball up, or like I'm chasing down a ball and I keep it in play and save the point.
Because you're not 6'1".
Exactly. 5'8" is. 5'8" is libero height.
Yeah, and you get to wear the cool red shirt.
Yes, I do.
Do you guys take a lot of pride in that? I always wanted to ask libs, like, what do you wear the blue shirt or the green shirt or the red shirt?
Well, basically, you get to wear whatever, like opposite of. So if they're wearing black, I can wear red or white. So it's kind of just whatever you feel like wearing, but.
Okay, but you're always a different.
Always a different color.
Yeah.
Yep.
And explain why they do that.
They do that so that you don't have to run out of like subs. So if you're wearing the same color shirt, you would have to sub. And being a libero wearing different jersey, you can go in and switch for whoever. So like you can play back row for the middles, you can play back row for an outside or a right side, or whoever isn't playing well. And it's basically you just go in and switch right away, and then someone's tracking you at the table to make sure it's not like illegal or anything. But.
You want to go up and spike one though in somebody's face
Sometimes
time, don't you?
I do.
Seriously?
Sometimes I really do.
You're jealous.
I mean, when we play some of the other teams, like he lets me hit sometimes, which is so exciting. But
because you can hit.
Yeah.
It's not like you can't play. You have volleyball skills.
Yes. I used to be a hitter.
Are you proud of your position? You're very unique in what you do. I mean, seriously. I mean, like you said, you're on the floor half the match.
Yeah.
But you take a lot of pride in that, don't you?
Yeah, it's awesome. I hit up until last year, and I switched to defense, and I absolutely love it.
Isn't that kind of overlooked? Because if you go to a volleyball match, if you're a casual fan, you're looking at spikes and blocks and kills.
Yes, it absolutely is.
You're not worried about, that was a nice dig. I mean, when do you hear that in a match?
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you really follow the game, you know that's important stuff, right?
Yeah. Yes, the hitters do get a lot of credit, and sometimes the defense isn't and so people don't really know how hard it is to play defense, which is kind of the cool part, because if you don't have the passing there, then
Rachel doesn't get a spike at the end of the play.
You're not going to get the set, and you're not going to get the hit.
Exactly.
So it's kind of one of those things. It's like an undercover position. People kind of don't realize that it's there. Because you're not the one finishing the point.
Sure, but if you don't play your game and do your thing,
then nothing else works.
Seriously, then there's no fancy kill, and everybody's not clapping and cheering and going nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Finish this sentence. Playing volleyball for Hempfield is
incredible.
Yeah.
I would never want to go to another school. I mean, we have some of the best coaches, I would say, in the state. We have awesome gym facility. We get great coaching again, and basically I would never want to play anywhere else. I mean, this is one of the top programs. I mean, obviously,
you're the state champs.
Obviously, coming off state championship, it's kind of a big deal. But I don't know, like, I just talking to other kids from other schools, like even out of state, like they don't have the practicing, like they don't have 5:30 a.m. morning workouts for preseason. They don't have the gym time, and I think that Hempfield really understands that this sport is.
It's important to you guys.
Yeah,
it's important to you guys. So when you run into kids somewhere and say, "Yeah, I'm from Hempfield," you get like, "Ooh,
yeah,
really?"
All the time. Like, they're like, "Oh, what sports do you play?" I'm like, "Volleyball." They're like, "Where?" And Hempfield, and they're like, "Oh, really?"
Oh, cool.
And it's really cool because people recognize that it's Hempfield volleyball. And
sure, you should be proud of that.
That's what. Yeah. It's
definitely awesome. Is it intimidating walking in that gym every day and seeing banners and trophies and all that stuff?
I don't think it's really intimidating. I think it's more of a goal because every time we go in there, we know that we're playing to put another one on the wall, and that's what we're there for. So.
I think it's cool that you can say that.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, really,
cool.
It's not like you guys show up in September and say, "Hey, let's have a 500 season and maybe make playoffs." I mean, you guys don't play that way, right?
We play to win.
Yeah, seriously. I think that's just kind of your attitude. And honestly, it gets kind of obnoxious after a while. Hempfield.
Does.
But that's what you do. I mean, you have the kids that are serious about it.
Yeah.
I mean, is the bar too high, or is it just right, and this is how we play? And
I think that we play at our level, but then we have that extra bar that's set from our own team aspect. That everyone wants us to win states again, but we want to be able to win states and keep winning and play and beat everyone 25-15 or 25-10.
That's good. That's
we
the
want
goal.
to set our own bar for the team to get certain scores every time. So.
How do you? And since this is fresh and you just won and you have like all the same kids back, which is scary, how do you stay in September and not worry about November? Because, volleyball's goofy. You have an odd night, somebody turns an ankle, and boom, you lose.
I think that we have a lot more, we gained another hitter this year, Anna.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
So it kind of helps us that if one person goes down, we still have 9 other people that are willing to play a position. So I think kind of September to November, it's weird because we're playing for November. So we kind of think in that states aspect all year.
Okay.
So it's kind of we have to play to this high level.
Sure, but in a good way. Your mind is not November, but you're building towards that.
Yes,
the camaraderie stuff and just the works.
Yeah.
I often wonder how you guys deal with that pressure. You're kids.
It's hard, but it's all.
I mean, you're supposed to win every year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Mannheim Central football. You're supposed to win.
Exactly.
You get a charge out of that? It's got to motivate you like crazy.
It does. It really does because this, last year with winning, we had so many more, students come to our games.
I bet.
So it gets, I think there's, a certain energy in the gym this year that really makes us want to go out and win, go out and play our best and just... Because we're doing it not only for ourselves, but we're doing it for the school and for the pride of the school. So I think that kind of helps a lot.
Yeah, it's got to be nice looking up and seeing all those faces back.
Oh,
and knowing
it is.
what all those kids can do.
Yeah, there's so many more people this year that came out to watch because now we've set the name for ourselves and we put ourselves out there. So now it's kind of time to do it again.
Sure, you got to back it up.
Yeah.
You got to see if you can do it again. Last one. Are you anxious for that? I'm a journey guy. Just you anxious for that, the league stuff and just the whole journey.
Oh yeah,
the bus rides and the tournaments. You don't want to forget this stuff. I mean, this is big. This is important.
Our bus rides are so much fun. We have music playing, and last year we had a tournament on homecoming.
Ooh.
So we were literally getting ready on the bus, doing our hair, getting our makeup done, and that it's something that I'll never forget. So building up, we have the homecoming bus from last year, the ride home from states, the ride to states. I mean, preseason stuff, it all comes back, and that's my favorite part is to see how we grow as a team and the things that we do that make us come together, which is so much fun.
Okay, you're a journey person too.
Yes,
all right.
I am.
All right. Have a good season.
Thank you.